Hi everybody.
Hello.
You alright?
Hello. Now the image quality from compared to last week is so much better. If it isn't for you, it is for us. Because we've got the screen, we're using the camera, we're gonna have to try and remember when we're telling you shit, then we need to be facing you.
This way, because right now we're just looking at the screen with us on it.
Because
let's talk
so
a
much
bit
better.
more like over here.
That's so much better.
Yeah, we'll do that. We'll talk.
Oh,
it's fine.
You've turned the camera. Should we turn the
camera
a smidge? No, other way.
Other way. There? Yeah, that's better, isn't it?
That's lovely and cozy,
That's so much nicer.
Hey! Give this video a thumbs up because it really helps the channel out, but also a lot of hard work went into that.
Well, I'm sorry if you like last week if you saw us. Okay, Bruce.
It was a bit blurry. Mark and Stephen, right? I've just took the dogs out for the wee, and I thought, oh, because Liam just messaged saying that he's probably not going to make the first half. But then I thought, oh, we won't have Mark and Stephen either because obviously they're away. Get off, leave. You are in New York, right? There is so much to do in New York. Bugger off and watch this later.
Well, the thing is,
you really don't need to.
There go so many.
They do go so often. But
you're having a nice time.
I hope you are having a good time.
I've been looking at some of your pictures.
Yeah. In fact, I think you got everyone you're going to find out and be jealous about Mark and Stephen's New York trip because I think I saw some dessert and I think it was Steve that posted it. And yeah, it was. Look at that bad boy.
What is that?
This is mint chocolate dipped corn and chocolate peanut butter. Yum. This is a chocolate peanut butter ice cream or gelato or like, I'm sure Mark and Stephen will confirm. But look at that, guys. Look how amazing that is.
Oh my word.
Also, look at the image quality of that. Bam! That's so much better than last week. So there's that.
So much better than last week. Last week we were using...
And then there's the mint chocolate one.
Oh my word, that's amazing stuff.
So
last week we were using the...
Oh, they're chilling before their dinner reservations and show.
You can't see Ruben, but he's here.
What was the shop that is it Echo?
Mm.
Yeah. Stephen only buys his shoes from Echo. It was Echo, wasn't it? Mm. Yeah. So anyways, that's an inside joke between us for when we went shopping in York in August.
If I have to rush off for any reason, it's because Ruben is being sick. He has been sick a few times these past few days. Maybe it's a bug, something that he caught from somewhere, but he seems not to be able to. This morning he was fine, but like randomly he just won't keep his afternoon.
He won't keep his dinner down.
A little bit less actually.
You found a bit less, okay.
Only 10 grams or so, but still just a little bit less. Yeah, just not a lot less, just something.
So I thought you were implying that you found 10 grams.
I don't know what he wants.
I think he's wondering why the hell we are sat like this, facing this way, because we never do this. So
let's have
a chat. Let's see what everyone's.
Let's see what people say.
So hi Corey.
In Manchester, are you enjoying yourself in Manchester?
Yes.
Of course, looks great. Stephen, hi from Jarrow.
Steve.
Hello, CZ in Jarrow. How are you doing up in Jarrow?
Hi guys, hope you're both okay. Did Aiden see my message on the last vlog regarding your congestion? If not, please take a peek, as hopefully this will help you as it did help me.
Well, let me have a look now.
I read it. And I think I told you. First thing in the morning. So first thing in the morning, both me and Aiden are a bit like, what? Yeah. And then like it goes in one ear and out the other. So Aiden's got serious sinus problems. And Andy's actually had a couple of nosebleeds. He was in the bath last night. Until about midnight, weren't he? He came out looking like an absolute prune. And basically, he had he didn't tell us that he had a nosebleed, but then there was blood all over in the toilet.
You know, some people just don't like baths. I love a bath.
That noise is Ruben having a drink.
I don't get in all the time. But... Right, I must have a look at you. Jane, I'm looking for you. Here we go. Bless you, Aiden. I was the same. As was my dad post-COVID, it's often unfortunately steroids can exacerbate congestion, as can other non-steroid sinus sprays. Only thing that worked for me was congestion relief, Sterimar, around £6. Is it like a steamer? Is that what you're talking about? Certima. Let me Google that and see what that is. Is it some kind of like nasal cleaner?
For everyone else that doesn't fully understand.
For anyone that doesn't know, I have really bad congestion.
As in, like, every 4 hours,
congestion.
Aiden can't breathe out of his nose, which is really inconvenient. So Aiden was really bad a couple of nights ago, and he was having cereal, and it was really hard to eat as well as breathe and talk, because obviously, you know, it's a bit like a cold, really. If you can't breathe out your nose, then doing simple tasks is hard. However, while Aiden's Googling, basically, we went to the dentist earlier in the week, well, the hygienist, and she was doing, you know, her work in Aiden's mouth, and I just let him through. I think he wants to lie down.
What are you doing?
And go on then, lie down, buddy. Just trying to figure out what the hell's going on. Aiden was at the dentist, so she's in his mouth. Aiden's lying back. You were trying to swallow, weren't you?
Oh my god!
But because your nose is blocked.
But so she had this, you know, the hygienist and then the assistant had like the sucking one thing, sucking one,
Yeah.
and to like suck the water out from your
mouth.
The what's it called? The drill, like not the drill, the water, the pick, the like thing that they use to clean your teeth with, and so I was trying to swallow the excess water, but also breathe through my mouth at the same time. Very difficult. Every breath I could have choked.
There's 69 people in this room. Carry on, sorry. There's only the good
child.
I know.
Every breath was a fear that I was going to die.
Oh, no, there's now 70.
Yeah, I thought I was going to die.
Someone ruined it. Who just joined? No, there's now 72. There was 69. 72 of you, if you give this video a thumbs up, it really, really helps out the channel and
nice to see
the video.
everybody.
So,
72.
thank you very much for tuning in, everyone. This is absolutely fantastic.
Right.
So,
by the way, Jen, I've just read what you said.
Sorry,
it's like a bit of a salt water kind of thing. I've seen it.
You showed the dentist.
Yeah, that might be good. That might be a good option. Definitely, steroids do exacerbate it. It's just right now I'm trapped in a vicious cycle of it's the only thing that works. So I'm using too much. Right.
Jack B says,
hi
guys, glad you're back. We will address in about 20 minutes' time about where the hell we've been the past
couple of days.
On the basis that, you know, we do upload, or we're supposed to upload every single day, and during Vlogtober.
Stephen, where are you going for dinner, firstly, and what show are you seeing tonight? Tell us. George says, hi guys, so from Las Vegas.
And Stephanie says, hi guys, how are you both doing? Stephanie, today's been good, as you're all aware, because you're tuning in live and we're not watching a couple of days late in the vlogs. Things have been a little bit too chaotic for us to take a rest at the weekend like we like to do. We don't work weekends, or we try not to work weekends unless there's like something that we have to film. So if we've been filming some events for our business, then
we'll work the weekends.
Yeah.
But you know, being your own boss means that you don't have to work weekends, really. Well, you're not responsible for work someone else when they need you the weekend. So we try and work a lot hard Monday to Friday, and then the weekend time is our chill time.
However, because things are just really, really busy, and also
I'm doing like a
next
Friday I'm doing this kind of like writers' night thing up in Gateshead, new writing theatre thing.
If anyone is in the local area and wants to tune in,
it's on at the Central Bar in Gateshead at, I think it's on about 7 o'clock, but please don't quote me on that. You can go on the Central Bar's Facebook and stuff and have a look for yourself. The 10 minutes, like about a 10-minute play that I'm in, it's called Bombing, and it's about two guys that are at the side of a swimming pool, and one of them like unsure if they fancy each other and stuff. There's like a bit of a confliction, that kind of side of things. They're friends and they have been for a long time, and you know, maybe there's something there, maybe there's not. One of them winds, you know, kind of wind each other up.
You pay at the door.
You pay. You should really book if you are thinking. If anyone is thinking about going, you should book, because the room is max capacity 50, and you'll get turned away.
Oh well, thanks for telling me that. At the same time as everyone else.
Everyone needs to. If you want to go, you have to.
Oh well, we'll book tickets.
But just pay what you feel.
Yes. So
because it's nice when people do that. So basically, if you enjoy, you can pay more, you can pay less. what the people who run the thing actually find that when it's pay what you feel, people tend to actually pay more.
Yeah.
They get emotionally involved in it. They kind of think, well, I'll give you 20 quid when, you know, you might have only paid 5 quid for a ticket. Usually people actually then give more when it's pay what you feel. And it's all just new writing, and it's this night's 4 new players that I've never been performed before.
That was the air
That
freshener.
air freshener. And so queef. And so that's great. That's disgusting. And so yeah, that's what I'm doing.
I watched your side eye there.
But because of that, I was rehearsing 2 days last week.
Yeah.
Not all day, but like it kind of cuts the day in half. So I am.
So we're a little bit not behind. We're not where we want to be with our workload.
No.
So sadly, as you can see, we're wearing our uniform.
That work today.
We've been at work today.
But we
yesterday.
kind of got what we needed to do that. So that's
yeah, and I'm really, really pleased.
Yeah, me too.
We can see the
tomorrow morning we've got to send a couple of things off, which we're pleased about, because like we were kind of going, like we want to get before people message us, we want things sent off. Right, go on TRS here for the stream. We missed you. Can't wait to find out where you've been. We will promise we'll tell you where we've been. We have
essentially that was it.
Yeah, and we've also been.
We're going. Is it more?
What's the crap? We can say it in a minute. That's up to you. Just about like what we've been doing, as in
the past couple of days.
Well, yeah, I know, but we've still been vlogging. It's just
I know that's fine.
You said just a later. I just don't know why.
Well, yeah, because I just thought that.
You want to get started?
Yeah, and say hello to everyone. Right. So I'm looking at you thinking, like, the way you were saying that, it was like you're going to tell someone something's like major's happened, or where we've been, or actually surprised we've been to Lanzarote or something, which we haven't. I wish we were fucking out.
I think I'll be more tanned than this.
What, for 3 days? Lanzarote? I don't think so. So.
Hi, Paul. Dan, good evening, gentlemen. Hope you both okay. Loving the fire.
Yes.
Fire.
Can you tell the difference for everyone that was here at the last week's live stream? Can you confirm if it looks better, like the quality? Because for
last week we were using the
webcam,
on
built
the,
in
on the
MacBook. iMac, yeah. iMac.
But with that light, it's not good. This is now our actual camera acting as a webcam.
Yeah.
A million times better.
We thought that would like really push the boat out and bring all like the fancy lenses and the camera equipment that we've got for work, but like we didn't. So
hi, shit.
He scrolled a bit further down.
Hi Lynn. Hi Lee.
Hi Connie.
Hi Connie. Hi Lynn again. How much did we watch? We
watched a lot. However, you promised.
I watched up to where
don't give too much spoilers away.
Who we didn't. I think we
watched
like
about six seasons.
I think we were season 5 or 6. I didn't watch up to where George leaves. I couldn't. I'd have brought me heart that he's still there right now for me. I fancied him proper, and then but now he's like obviously way older because that was such a long time ago. So look, he's been in the what's that show called?
Not Air Hostess. Flight Attendant.
Flight Attendant with Kaylee Cuoco. And he plays,
that's a real good show.
Yeah,
if you
really
looking for a new show to watch.
He plays her brother, and he's obviously way older. He's still very cute, but he wasn't George when he was, you know what I mean, like that kind of younger person. So that's that.
But you did promise us that you'd play some Breath of the Wild.
I did.
In exchange.
I did.
And how much did you play?
A couple hours.
About 3 hours. Yeah.
So again.
But you promised me more.
Did I?
Yeah, you did. It's a yeah.
Is it?
Yeah. Yeah. So, anyways, evening. Yes, and
hi, Boy Robin's Nest.
Wouldn't a neti pot help?
Oh, lots of menthol cough drops. I do have like a steamer, you know, like a steamer. I do have one actually somewhere.
I thought a neti pot was.
They do work sometimes, but
one of those toilets.
It's not like
from the olden days.
I just get like awful. Yeah, isn't it? Like outside toilets. It gets really inflamed. It's not like it's just mucus. Oh, that's disgusting. It's not like mucus or anything, and it needs to like clear. It's like it's like swollen. So you know what I mean? It's a bit more than that. But I'm fine now because I've used my steroids.
Yeah, it's the same problem. Deviated septum. So go on the dentist.
Who said that? Where's that at?
About the JJFAR. 72.
I actually had surgery 10 years ago.
More than that.
15 years ago.
No, you'd have been 13.
I was like 16.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I was about 16, I had surgery on my septum because I had a deviated septum as well. So it's fixed that side of things. So when my sinuses are fine, I can breathe. You know, whereas I never used to be able to. But unfortunately, something else kicks it in, and I need to go to the doctors about it. Anyway.
And neti pot worked for Steve.
Yeah, that could quite potentially, something like that could.
It's funny.
You were like, a neti pot worked for Stephen?
Well, I didn't mean it anything.
Why doesn't it work for you? Hi, my name's
Anna Delvey. No, you went
being,
from Schitt's Creek.
Moira. Yeah. Moira Rose. That was wrong.
No, that was wrong.
Divert.
Right. We miss you guys. So glad to see you back.
Yes, we are back. The Jolly Jigger. Hey, it's Matt. Hi, Matt. Now I know your name. I always just prefer to you as the Jolly Jigger. Will you be going to Eurovision Liverpool?
We were talking about this about 4 hours ago.
I would love to go to Eurovision, but a couple of things. First thing, we would have to drive down and back at the same time.
For all you Americans that are watching and don't know about Eurovision, because there's a lot of you that here that are from America, you recently had a similar competition where it was like states had had a sing song and one of them won.
Imagine.
It was huge.
The Eurovision really, it died down a bit because we were doing really bad, but last year it
was
resurrected because we had Sam Ryder and he came second.
The year before that,
we came dead last.
No one voted for us. We didn't get 1 point
really bad.
from the judges or the other countries voting for us. Zero. That was devastating.
So Ukraine won, but of course, you know, that was in solidarity because of the war. Yeah. And I'm glad that we didn't actually win because it would have been like typical bloody England, UK, like when Ukraine deserved that as a show of support. So that was fantastic. However, we came second. Sam Ryder was
which we've not done in years.
And after Brexit, I thought it was never going to happen. Imagine the final of when American Idol was like Kelly Clarkson's American Idol. That is what the Eurovision is like every year.
Yeah,
it is
huge budget.
And a lot of people don't watch it, but a lot of people have Eurovision parties, and we always have, haven't we? And, you know, it's a big kind of deal.
However, this year, because obviously, basically, whoever wins gets to host it next year.
And Ukraine won, but obviously, because of what's going on in Ukraine, the conflict, we become the second have hosted. So Liverpool,
not us.
No,
we're not hosting.
We're hosting this.
Although, if Eurovision are watching, I'm open to the idea of that me hosting it. Little nobody me.
Could you imagine? Here's your host, Ryan. You trying to talk French?
Oh God, I couldn't do that.
Mesdames and messieurs.
It'll be like I think I had this conversation with Mark and Stephen. I think it was. There's people out there that have been caught on the news where they pretend to do sign language. Yeah. But they're not doing sign language, so they're just there at the corner.
There's a couple of videos.
Doing
There's
this,
a couple of videos
right?
like that.
And it's not sign language, but they've said that they can do it, and then they've been caught out. So it'd be mean like, "Can you speak French?" Yes. And then it gets to the 90s, and I'd be like, "So
that was very Frenchist."
Well, sorry, I've offended her nation.
What was my point? Anyway, so Liverpool. It's in Liverpool this year. You know, it was maybe going to be Glasgow and some other place like shortlisted in Liverpool. So
Newcastle was actually shortlisted, one of the 7.
Yeah, but it wasn't Newcastle. So, one, I've heard it's impossible to get tickets to the final. So we'll have to see if that's a thing. If not, then we could try and see if we can go to one of the semi-finals or something, just so we can experience it at home. And then 2, everywhere now to stay in Liverpool over that time is just mental. And my friend used to actually live on the docks in Liverpool.
But now she
lives in Liverpool. I mean, she lives in New Zealand. She doesn't live in Liverpool anymore. That's where I need to live, because I could have stayed at her bloody house and then we wouldn't have had to worry about accommodation. But now Matt.
How many is there going to be of us?
He lives in London. He lives in London, so we'd have to stay at his mum's. Susie.
I don't think Susie.
Susie, if you're watching this, can we all stay in your house in the Wirral? It'd be about 5 of us.
If we get tickets.
For Eurovision.
Yeah.
you know, Susie, she's such a nice person. She'll be like, yes, come on, come on. I told you about Susie. I'm agent about Susie. She's lovely.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
do you want to tell people who Susie is?
Susie is a short film that I did that is on YouTube and on TikTok. That seems to be like
going
viral, 1 million views. Mad. If only we would get that on our actual YouTube channel, please. Because I actually make money from that. Whereas,
like $1 per video.
Yeah, whereas I made nothing from that video. So
yeah, you didn't get paid for it, did you?
No, because it was a student
film. Yeah. But it did really well.
Got expenses, and so Matt was the writer and the cinematographer he was a master's student, and it was his film. And so his mum Susie, you know, we had like a bit of a party at the end, like a rap party kind of thing where we all went for a meal, and all it was when we was getting streamed because it was on in the cinema, like in one of the cinemas at Leeds as a kind of streaming, not streaming thing, like a showing thing.
Showcase.
And yeah, like a showcase, and you couldn't come. Why? Adrienne came anyway, so we went out to Leeds and we had some breakfast, and then we went for dinner afterwards, and I met Susie, who was Matt's mum the first time, and she is.
Was I at a funeral or something?
Yeah.
Was it a funeral?
No. Were you?
I was at somewhere which
you were somewhere where you couldn't come with me. Anyway, I met her for the first time. She was really lovely. So and I still chat her now and again on Twitter and on Instagram and stuff. So
it's gone right at the bottom.
And I have fun.
It's fine. Scroll a bit further down. We're at the comment of.
How you guys doing both? Yeah. Good afternoon.
No.
Holy diabetes. No. We did not say that.
No. We were at the holy diabetes. Where's that?
Holy diabetes. Those desserts. Look.
Oh right. I didn't know what that was about. We were at the Eurovision comment.
Yes. So we must have missed it.
So yeah, we must have missed that. Sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Sorry, Rafe, we missed that.
Oh, right, really.
Okay.
Right. We are Joe Allen's
dinner,
and the show at 54 below over a reunion of several ladies who have played Jenna in Waitress. That's the most typical you thing in my entire life. Let's go and watch all these people who played one part in Waitress. At 54 below, which is like a Broadway place where the people kind of come and can you eat there, or is it just a bar place and people sing? I saw that you were there for a couple of nights. I would like to go. I do like the theatre, not as much as Stephen. Stephen loves it.
Yeah. I think Mark enjoys it as well. But
do you enjoy it as much as Stephen, Mark?
I don't think so. I think Stephen's like 100% a theatre nerd, but Mark's like a 70% theatre nerd. So.
Hello everyone. I'm still waiting for my treaties.
She looks very good in this light. Don't you, sweetie?
She's a model. She's Linda Evangelista.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, gorgeous girl.
So.
She acts all nonchalant.
No, she does.
She's like, I'm not bothered.
But she is a drama queen.
She's a big drama.
And we wonder where she gets that from, but it's very obvious where she gets it from. Yeah. When she gets attention like this on a regular basis. It's a lot.
She's my she's my
princess. So Leah says, "Hi from Newcastle. How are you guys?" Leah, if you did hear that, then obviously Aiden's doing the play next Friday. If you are free, make sure to pop along. I
am actually performing in it, so I'll try. If anyone does come, please stay around after. Like I can't. You won't see it beforehand, and don't talk to me.
Bring roses, and at the end of Aiden's show, chuck the roses. And then other shows will happen, and you sit and watch the other shows. Like,
yeah, you can't just leave.
No. Watch the other shows, but make sure that you cause such an inconvenience to the other shows with all the amounts of roses, like proper Sash of the Law, rose petals. They need to call the janitor to move the roses. So we are on either first or knickers. We're on first or like after the interval. We're on like first one after the interval. Oh, it's starting to get very bright, and it wasn't that bad before because I've been forward. Right. It's correct. It's off. Yeah. And then Man says hey.
Hey.
Mark
yes,
says
much more clear.
Good to know. Thanks, Stephen. Much better. Thanks, Stephen. Stephen, what we actually what we stupidly we were like when we were setting up, we were like, why did we sit right next to the lights? like last time. Like we would never, ever, ever film with a client of ours sat right next to the light. It would always be further away. But we would just like, oh, well, we just squeeze it here. But it's actually on the dining table.
It's looking over for us right now.
You're right, Rubes.
That's fine. Kai H. Sin, is that how you pronounce that? Or Kai Sin?
There's an L there.
Is that?
Kyle Sin? It says evening.
Sorry, my glasses aren't good.
Jordan says, hello, how's everyone? I'm
Everyone's
currently
good,
taxiing
on an airplane on the way to Ireland.
Again. Okay, Jordan, well, you have a fun time in Ireland. I'll drop you a message straight after this.
Well, top of the morning to you.
To wish you a very nice time, which I'm sure you will have a very nice time in Ireland.
What are you going to do in Ireland, Jordan?
It's pretty obvious what he's doing in Ireland. But we will not delve into John's private life on here, only Mark and Stevens, because it's tough shit on them.
What are you doing, Jordan?
Yes, that's where he's from. But I don't want to delve too much into Jordan's.
Jordan's going to have to do dirty things in Ireland.
Right, behave. So Mark and Stephen don't mind us talking about them visiting the theatre, but I'm sure Jordan doesn't mind, but behave.
Dan says, never going to look at an air freshener the same way from now on.
Oh, from the little noise, yeah.
The queef.
Yeah.
Sorry for, and then Jane said, sorry for late reply, I had to pause you a lot to spray.
I'm just going to show you what Bonnie's really like.
It's a spray for your nose. Bonnie.
So we're talking like this, and she's having to stand on the back of the chair.
She's like, please can I come in?
Being like, are you asking everyone to give this video a thumbs up, sweetie? Hey? You're asking everyone to give this video a thumbs up because you're a trick dog and you can stand on the back of the chair like a cat. Hey? What was that? Was that meow? Yeah, meow.
No, she's my gorgeous girl.
Good girl. So.
Right. Ruben's not wanting a bit of attention. So, Jason, that it's a nose thing. Yeah, about that spray stuff that you were talking about. Oh, maybe I'll have to get some then. I'll have to get some.
Oh, yes. Thank you for those kisses. Oh, not in my mouth. That's not nice.
Cyber 3000. Gamar Hyoba means hello from Georgia. If that's how you pronounce that, then Gamar Hyoba.
Hi, the fire is big. There's a panic.
How do you say hello in Georgian?
According to an Alexa answers contributor,
Everyone's is now
just
going
say
off.
Hello.
Oh, well, there you go.
Oh, apparently in Georgia you just say hello. So. Well, I didn't know. Hi, fire too big.
The fire's too big.
Is it hot?
Yes.
Get the congestion relief of Sterimar, not the breathe easy one though. Okay, I will, yes. Are you telling us no vlogs as you were binging box sets?
No, Julia. We haven't. Oh, just to clarify, when we were talking about Grey's Anatomy, that was last year.
Oh no, it's been a long time since I've watched Grey's
Anatomy.
Yeah. It's still on, isn't it? Bloody thing, crazy. Neti pot, you pour water on one side and it comes out the other, not a steamer.
Oh, you've got one of them.
Oh yes, I do. I have got one. Yes. A nasal, it's like a. You put salt water solution in it and kind of
very
weird. Nasal thing. Yeah, I do.
What shouldn't do it?
Yeah, it's weird. Oh no, what have I just done? I was offered surgery but declined it. Why? About the septumplasty. Tell me why.
Do we have to ask people their medical history in front of everyone?
Yeah, absolutely. Hello, I'm late for the live. What have I missed?
Where are you at?
How are you?
Where are you at?
Leroy.
Oh, okay, there we go. I can't see the comments.
Leroy, we have just announced, but you did miss it, that we got married. No, I'm joking, we didn't. You've missed it very little.
George.
Romain Uni, 12 points.
Says hello, guys.
Hi.
You get the tickets for the dress rehearsals.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea.
Oh, for Eurovision, that's not very sure, actually. Oh my god, I screamed when I found out it was in Liverpool because I'm not too far away from there, says Leroy. Well, there you go, Leroy. Get yourself some tickets and enjoy yourself. And if you can, let us know if you can book many because we want to go as well.
Actually, when are the tickets going to be released?
Well, can we?
I want to tell everyone. Okay. Eurovision 2023 tickets.
Also, at the beginning of Vlogtober, we mentioned about that website that was going live. Our friend Charlotte, if you are in the UK and you like candle, in fact, I want to grab one candle from the back behind you. So the website that Aiden has built for our friend Charlotte has now gone live, and it's gone really, really well. Really.
Oh, it's live now. It's
So,
Aroma
Durham.
AROMADURHAM.co.uk. Aroma Durham. They ship to the UK and it's gorgeous. The stuff it is gorgeous.
Without even opening it, simply from the packaging, right? This is a device. Can you see that? Yeah. There's that symbol is the sanctuary knocker for Durham Cathedral, which is, you would have seen in previous vlogs, pardon me, I'm doing a real good talk. Anyways, if you do want a candle, then make sure to purchase them in the UK from aromadurham.co.uk, and let us know if you did actually purchase one, if you do want one, and let us know how much you enjoy them, and also let Charlotte know, because this is the pumpkin spice one and it smells absolutely amazing. She recently did a craft fair. You'd have seen her in vlogs. In fact, we were there in a vlog not too long ago. She's actually had an absolutely amazing weekend doing her first craft fair. It was basically a pumpkin picking event, and the pumpkin picking event, she obviously sold a lot of pumpkin spice stuff. But there she is there, selling all the candles and stuff. But you're really pleased with the website and stuff.
Oh, I'm over the moon. I'm just waiting.
On this first, and then we'll move over to thingy. No, it's Strawberry Roots. So you're not 5. But the website did launch. It did. So if you do want to visit, it's Aroma, AROMA, Durham.co.uk. Have a look. And if you're wondering, if you want a pumpkin spice candle or a Christmassy candle, because she's releasing 3, make sure you purchase from there.
Yeah.
If you do want to.
Nicola,
if you don't want to, right, or if you're in the States, please go visit the website and have a look at the amazing work Aiden's done.
Right.
So
sorry, I'm on edge with this dog. Any kind of movement, I think he's going to form.
Right, Eurovision tickets.
It's still early yet. They've got to decide how, the kind of production side of things and how many tickets they can release. They just say on the website, that people have previously know how hard it is, even on the actual website, how hard it is to get the live real tickets, because obviously all of the performers get to take friends and family and everything, and so it's much easier to get the earlier shows, or the jury vote shows where they get to watch them and stuff. So maybe we'll go one of those, and then
I think
watch the real thing.
In our country,
Nice. Yeah. Right. Tim, where's Nana? She's around. She just hasn't been over for us when we were vlogging.
Yeah.
Raymond, hi guys. I live in Liverpool City Centre, and you can crash on mine if you don't mind sleeping on an inflatable bed.
Okay, Raymond, I'm coming over.
Yeah.
To be honest, Aiden was saying, because now he doesn't drink.
I'm fine driving, you see. So when we come down, we'll just drive straight home. I honestly don't mind that at all. Martin, I do enjoy the theatre, but I'm not a theatre nerd like Stephen, so I can't tell you the history of the show, who originated the part, etc. Stephen, you should go on Mastermind, and musicals should be your.
Do they have Mastermind in the States?
Don't know. Do you have Mastermind in the States?
The quiz show Mastermind.
Basically, it's you have to
specialize in a subject.
Yeah, and it's intense questions about that subject over a long period of time. So
people have done it for RuPaul's Drag Race.
Yeah,
and they've been shit at it, and I'm like, you're not representing the organisation very well.
Right, that's brilliant. Jane said, how are you both during COVID? Me and hubby were quite bad. A lot of post-COVID symptoms and super scared of venturing out in the world of humans. We get how Ryan felt before, bless him. Ryan was really stressed out. You tell me yourself.
I hated it. I hated absolutely. When my nana got it, which was about, we didn't get it from my nana, but my nana got it about 2 weeks before we got it. And we got it because Aiden went to go get his haircut. And well, we don't know that, but we're confident with that, aren't we? But I am kind of in a weird, twisted way. I'm pleased that I did have it, because the stuff that I've been able to do without having an anxiety attack has been really, really nice. And when I got it, I cried in the car on the way home, because I was saying I'll go and look after her. But turns out she was absolutely totally fine. She didn't need any help or whatever. So at the time she was like, "Don't put yourself at risk looking after me." And I was like crying in the car, literally saying, "I don't want to die." That's how like terrified I was. But you got it.
I was pretty well. I
You
was not that bad, really.
No.
I was actually worse from the vaccine, which proves that the vaccine worked.
Yeah, you got it. And then I was kind of like, well, if he's got it, it means I've got it now because I've obviously been around it for the last couple of days. So let's just, like, I kind of felt like Hunger Games and being like, maybe the odds ever be in my favour. Genuinely, so I did panic a little bit, but after like a couple of days, I thought, I don't seem to be getting any, like, I don't seem to be getting worse. I was tired, very, very tired. I would take like 2 naps a day and then still sleep quite heavily on the nights. What I would, so I would sleep a lot and I would sneeze every like 20 minutes. And that was it. That was literally it. You had a bad cough and stuff, didn't you?
I had a bad cough and I felt
Yes,
achy. I was like, I just felt like I had the flu, to be honest.
Yeah.
I didn't feel.
But we know that it's more than just the flu.
Yeah, oh good God.
I'm not doing that down. And I'm pleased that I'm fortunate enough to not have any lasting symptoms because we know people that have like got symptoms that a year later, don't we? Mm-hmm. So,
Leroy, we just mentioned.
We're
going to mention about vlogs, and I just want to read these because a couple more comments, and then we'll mention about where those vlogs are. Yeah. Tim said the air freshener could be an issue if you have sinus problems. Is it a chemical? I used to use the plug-in type. Doctors suggested to remove them. It did help. Oh my God, is that?
No,
I've had it for years. And I thought it might have been dogs, but then I've been away when I was working. It's still really bad. I can't really figure out what it is. I think that it might have something to do with sugar.
But then, have something that it doesn't have sugar in. And it's got dairy.
Yeah,
you should get one of those
from the sugars. It's just, if I have like a chocolate bar, nah, I'll not breathe. I can't breathe all night. Doesn't work. But I like chocolate, so I do. Nasal rinse, yes. It was the warnings about the risk of suffering nosebleeds afterwards that offered me surgery for the septum. That and I had gone this long with the problem. It didn't seem worth the hassle. I mean, I understand that it was, you know what I mean? I get that it was like the hassle and stuff, but for me, I couldn't, when my head was on resting on a night, as soon as I put my head on the side, I couldn't breathe through my nose. So that was every single night I was waking up with just the driest mouth, and it was just awful. I mean, you know what it's like? It's as if, you know, when you have a drink and you wake up with dry mouth. Every time I was waking up, it was like just awful and dry. So it was really, you know, I needed to get it. And when I got it, it was amazing. And I didn't really have, I had the same amount of nose. I think we had quite a lot of nosebleeds. So talking about that with Adrienne.
Adrienne has never had one. She's never had a nosebleed.
Once in her life. Isn't that mad?
Which is,
I get them all the time. I had one today and I had one yesterday. Honestly,
yeah, but you have them really regularly.
Yeah,
but you've had 2 in 2 days, but you can go like a month without
having one, and then I'll get
it's not that regularly.
Yeah,
regular rather. But Adrienne to be 27 and to not have a nosebleed is unheard of. Anyways.
Yeah. Where can I send you some natural products for the dogs to try, and you can let us know what you think. Or balm and spritz. Oh,
Julie, that would be lovely to try.
Julie, you can send them to our
PO box address.
It's not a PO box. It is in the description box of our videos.
It's the Portland House
address.
Not the cafe.
Yeah, Portland House in Durham, and you'll be able just to find that in like our past videos. Recent past videos, and it's like a virtual office thing that we had set up for a while, but I've still got it for a bit, and you can get posts sent there, so I'll send it there, and then we'll go pick it up.
Can I ask that if anyone does send anything to that address, would you mind dropping us a message via email or where,
like on Instagram,
and let us know that something is coming?
Yeah,
because
we still get some correspondence from our business and some like
and what the correspondence is that it's people that owe us money, right? That we're going through legal procedures because they haven't. Basically, they were in the news for a £17 million scam, and we are owed like 2.5 3,000 or whatever.
Doesn't work that
yeah.
we did.
They've
You've
got
already mentioned this before.
oh, I'm mentioning it again because it was a big part. They owe themselves, so they, the director is decided that there was the business assets, like what people owed, it's not 17 million, it was 4 million. So things got liquidated, and he owed himself, this is all public information by the way, he owed himself out of the 4 million, or whatever it was, 1.9 million. So it's like the percentage wise, he would get half of all the asset price or whatever, okay? And then, you know, ours with our tiny little fee, right, is, so we might end up getting a check for about £1.50 or something. But anyways, so I always get correspondence there. So when I get an email from the admin team at Portland House, so, like, I kind of have to go and get it immediately because otherwise it'll rattle us, not knowing, like, oh my god, what's this correspondence? So I went the week, didn't I? Right, I didn't have time to go, okay, because we have to drive to it. I didn't really have time to go, but I thought I need to go because I won't be able to rest tonight if there's a letter there that's going to tell us information, blah 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 blah. And it was some junk mail. It literally was, wasn't it? And I was like, I got a little bit rattled. Also, we only get 20,
something like that a year.
20 a year.
We can pay for more, so don't send them.
Everything's separate.
Yeah,
if you
just
can.
if you just send it together.
But that junk mail got one. So yeah, keep that in mind.
Of the drunk people. Right. Hello from
Denver, USA.
Colorado. Leroy saying, bear in mind the comments don't match up in time with what you're saying, so you may have seen comments after you have answered questions / comments.
Oh, we know, Leroy. We know.
I know, yeah. We're a bit slow. Oh, that's gone very bright. Jason, thank you guys for such a Labadoo. I was defeated, you labadoo. Content and taking time and replying to all questions on your live stream. That's fine, Jane. We like doing that.
If you're taking time to watch us,
we can answer questions.
Yeah.
Johnson, Leroy, it's the tangents, which is what makes these lives fun. Yes, we are on.
Oh, thanks, John.
We're on a lot of tangents. Ben says, I had something similar. I found it was random allergies and used Beccaneers. The Beccaneers is good. I've used that before. It's not as good as Otravine, though. Oh my god, it absolutely sorted out. It tastes like crap because you put it up your nose and obviously goes on the back of your throat. It tastes minging, but I've never been able to breathe like it in my entire life, to be honest. It's spectacular.
Really?
Whitehaven A-Trans Coast Guard. Coming to your neck of the woods-ish a week tomorrow. I did read this and then I saw it said Thirsk, which is kind of our neck of the woods, a bit further down. We have a friend at Thirsk, actually. Neil.
Oh, yeah.
With 3 out of 10 of our dogs. 10 dogs, my good grief. That's a lot of dogs. I would love 10 dogs, but I would need a bigger space. Heading to see All Creatures Great and Small Museum. Can't wait. Oh, I bet that'll be fun. Have a nice time. That sounded fake. I'm being serious. I bet that'll be actually fun. Have a nice time.
I bet that'd be fun. I bet that'd be fun. I bet that'd be fun. Sorry, take 2. I bet that'd be fun. I bet that'd be fun. I bet that'd be fun.
You know what you look like?
Who?
You know that Yorkshire kid with the blonde hair? Well, I told her. My teeth.
Oh, yeah, the vine.
I said, I'm not doing that. That's who you look like. Where's the deer head gone from the range?
Leroy, that's a Christmas ornament, right?
Ryan bought that.
I'm not a hun. We can't have stag heads and live, laugh, love.
Ryan bought
we're
that
not
without.
We're not an actual hun. So it's a Christmas decoration.
You know how much it's taken for me to have a coloured light behind me. I have to give Ryan something, otherwise he would just feel like he lives.
Can you smell the candles from this bubble wrap?
Yeah.
Like, for real, if you're in the UK, right, keep your packaging because it's smells lovely. Aroma Durham, UK. This isn't sponsored, by the way. She's just a friend, and they smell good, and I'll promote anything that is worthy of it, really. So, anyways,
this place to deer head gone from the range. This place you have been and are doing soon. Is there a way to watch them online? There isn't, unfortunately. Don't get live streamed, Rafe. I'm sorry.
Was that the fated production?
That's maybe a question though that I can ask. And then Ben is saying Octavine is instant decongestion, and they're not good to use long term. But because you can use, but Beccaneers you can use for ages, takes a week or so to start working. I did use Beccaneers for a few times, but Beccaneers is like $6.50 and Octavine's like £3.
So you know what? You can't put a price on your health and your breathing because it's definitely not worth £3.50 more.
Absolutely not. Although that is probably true, and I should probably be using Beckonase if that's something that
I don't get Beckonase if it's £3.50
they said
more,
to
then.
me that the doctor did say that I should be using something for about 3 months and then it starts to like work. That was like the whole thing, like the Beckonase thing. But that Beckonase not ushering. Oh, it's the best thing. I mean, I'll end up with no nose in like a year's time because I've been using it for a year. But honestly, it's the best thing I've ever used in my life.
Leroy's laughing and saying, "No, that's not good enough. You should be a Horton. I expect to see it in Vlogmas." Oh, in Vlogmas, you will.
You'll see it in Vlogmas
because it
comes out.
Yeah, it's a Christmas decoration.
If it doesn't accidentally
we
fall.
would like to get some nice Christmas decorations because when we originally got our Christmas decorations, we moved into the flat. We didn't have much money at all. We're still, far from loaded at all. However, last year when I was putting on the Christmas decorations, I realised that it's all just cat, right? A lot of it's from Poundland. No, the big things.
We have nice
right?
balls.
No,
And they're from the range.
right, legit. Okay, it's like the wooden snowman. That's tat. The glittered reindeer. That's tat.
I told you at the time I didn't want it.
But we didn't have anything else, did we?
No, we don't need that much stuff.
We have a display unit. We have to display it.
We could have just bought some like smaller things that are just like nice, but you have to all this.
You have fun with that. So, anyways, there goes.
That'll be good. That'll be good. That
you have fun doing that.
that'll be really fun. That
So,
I bet you'll have loads of fun doing that.
I want to get some actual nice, good-sized Christmas decorations. The Christmas tree and the baubles on point, right? And we've got some really nice baubles that we've got ourselves, and we've got baubles from like around the world, okay? And we've got little trinkets that are quite small, but the bigger showpiece things, right? Are just like they need to go in the bin, and I've seen a couple of nice things.
John Lewis.
I'm going to John Lewis.
I'm going.
Meet me a little bit better in a more sensible place, like next, yeah. Because John Lewis is pretty expensive.
John Lewis, obviously these days you go to next month.
Well, it depends. I saw that Christmas potpourri was nice.
Yeah, you can get something like that.
Yes.
But you gotta be. I'm not bothered about. Let's make some stuff.
No, we can't. Be on our ear, right?
No, I'm away.
So we'll be filming Vlogmas in the middle of November, right? Because Aiden's away for that, for most of the weekends, being an elf.
You need to do it.
Well, it depends if she's actually around. I can't ask Adrian. Hi, Adrian. Can you give us every single weekend?
It's too Christmassy for me. I have to be an elf, and I have to come home, and Ryan's like Mrs. Claus sat knitting.
I'm not knitting. It's you that knits.
I do like a good knit. I don't knit. I crochet.
Sorry.
I can't knit. Right, crochet.
Well, congratulations. So, anyways, please can you put a Christmas nativity play for Vlogmas? We could do something like that, like a green screen, silly video. That's not about the show, actually. Ryan Aiden's nativity. We can have like tea towels on our heads, like a low budget.
Honestly,
Adrian can be like the goat. Do you know what I mean? Like in the back of the stable. Do you know what I mean? Catherine.
Bonnie?
Bonnie can be baby Jesus.
Oh, no, she's Mary. And Reuben's Moses. Joseph.
It's not Moses, it is Joseph. You have fun with that. So,
I bet you'll have fun. Lots of fun, that.
Never mind.
On a non-medical subject.
Julia, I don't mind that idea. I might speak to Adrienne and Catherine about that. I think we've got a green screen, so I think it might be quite fun to like take the piss. And the most lowest budget nativity by Ryan and Aiden.
Yeah, we'll have a think about that.
You could even do a short film. No, I'm short film with a vlogging camera.
Oh, right.
Like a skit. Like, the nativity film. Get your creative juices flowing and you can write something. Although, come to me and Adrienne and Catherine about the jokes.
Okay.
You have fun with that. That'll be in. It'll be, you have fun with that, productions. At the end, it'll be in the credits. So.
Ben, on a non-medical subject, I genuinely wondered where you were the other day, since I watched it in his book for him. That's what it's called. His love for him. When I did it, it was called Puff.
POOF.
Someone changed the name, and I don't know who. But anyway,
Find that film online if you want.
I'm going to put
in
that
his
on my
sorry,
spotlight.
in his love for him.
His love for him. It's
Oh,
called.
yes.
It's not
His
called
love.
in his love.
In his
That
love for him.
In his love sounds like it's rude.
In his love.
Right.
In his love hole.
Let's explain
Right.
where we've been. These past few
Thursday.
days, Thursday, right?
What happened?
I have been rehearsing
Mhm.
at this play,
Which is fine.
Right.
That's not a problem.
and then when we came back,
We were really busy at work.
really busy at work.
We came back from the dentist, and what was supposed to happen is Adrienne was supposed to bring back the laptop from the office.
That was also supposed to happen.
So
Adrienne,
then I could edit the vlog while
That was-
waiting.
yeah,
at a
that was
table.
going to go up.
However, she didn't.
She forgot it.
And she felt really, really bad.
It's not really
and,
her
and,
fault.
and you know, no, it's not her fault. No, that's not her fault at all. Thursday is her fault. But you know when someone feels really quite bad, right? And you can tell that they feel bad.
Mm.
And she was trying to fix it. And I was like, no, it's totally fine. Like it's fine. We'll upload to 2 tomorrow.
Mm.
Friday. Yeah.
Friday.
Friday. You've got to understand. This is genuinely. So I think you all appreciate the honesty. Okay.
Yeah.
Friday, we didn't leave work until 9, 10 o'clock.
I don't know, something like that.
Yeah. Because at 4 o'clock, Aiden decided that he wanted to cause an argument. Right. Now, in any relationship, there's lots of arguments. By the way, the argument wasn't from 4 till 10, but it delayed the process. Okay.
Sometimes I like to cause scenes.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I know you don't like to cause things. I like to say
to cause scenes.
Yeah.
We had an argument.
Yeah,
And it was
and
a bit shit.
Martin's Stephen here, they're a couple. I promise you that they will argue as well.
We all
if,
argue.
if any of you are also in couples,
Mm.
right?
It's
I'm
been-
only saying that because that's the actual couple that's in the chat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The business. It's been a lot of. It's been quite a lot of pressure over
Yeah.
these past few months. You know, business is
Hard.
It's hard. It's taken off. There's a lot of work. We're also trying to do other things, of course.
You haven't adapted to changes like by the drop of a hat.
Yeah, and then naturally, it's still juggling friends and family, the dogs. You know, relationship. My family are like, you know, I see them all the time, so it's very busy. Trying to have a little bit of alone time just to kind of like reboot. I'm a Scorpio, not that I believe really in astrology, but I do like my own space a lot.
Which is why I go upstairs in my games room and
leave
Aiden
me,
lies in the bath.
and leave me. It's just to have a bit of peace.
But now that I drive, I also bugger off, and then he has
Yeah.
a couple of hours by
So
himself.
there's a million and one things, and then the fact that I was rehearsing for 2 days, then coming back and trying to keep up on work, bit overwhelming, kind of exploded. Ryan was the person next to us, and that was the person that it was directed to. It wasn't very nice, but it was what happened, and we've got over that and apologized. But in that time frame, getting the vlogs online was impossible, and so I am sorry that caused that.
However, we haven't not vlogged.
No, we
So
actually
you'll still
vlogged
see what we get up to.
on every day.
Yeah.
It
We
was
will
just
probably
that,
merge them in, not all of them into one, but there might be a couple. Yeah. Because we've only missed like 3 days, I think it is.
Yeah.
But it also makes things actually easier. I never thought about this. It also makes things easier for us for vlogging in advance. Didn't think about that. So
Yeah, so
you will get a vlog tomorrow.
yeah.
Guaranteed, no problem. Back at the swing of things. It's just been Adrian's mistake.
Well,
You
it
could tell that
wasn't
you
really.
feel bad.
We could have.
You could tell that she felt bad,
Oh, she felt awful.
and therefore I wasn't bothered.
But
You know what I mean? Like, she's a good friend, and she forgot something, and she tried to rectify it, and I said it doesn't matter. Basically, we went to a quiz, which sounds like a shit excuse. The quiz does not start, right? There is 9 tables in this quiz. There is £1,000 up for grabs, right? That's a lot of fucking money, right? So you put there's 9 tables, okay, and we had a table of 7 people. There was about 40 people in the room, so you can imagine our chances of possibly winning this £1,000. The quiz starts at 6:30, and you have to get there, and by you, me and Aiden, right, have to get there for like 5 to reserve a table. because like and sit there and wait, right, for everyone else to arrive.
I was wondering what was going on. The heating's on. 1,000 degrees.
You're getting your
Not my boobs.
not my boobs.
The gym's open on the 22nd of October, and we're going to go, and I'm going to be hench. We're going to be looking at the new Chris Hemsworth.
I fucking wish. More like Mr. Bean. Daddy. Anyways, the basically the quiz, we had to get there really, really early, and then we got there for 5 for the quiz that starts at 6:30. It's in the vlog, you'll see it, which is why I was trying to get the laptop to edit, so I could edit while I was waiting. But if we went back to the office to get the laptop, we would have missed out.
It's only a small place and it gets full like straight away.
And we didn't win £1,000. No one did. It rolls over to next week. Which is good. As you know, fingers crossed. It would be lovely to do with that. Yeah. It would.
So yes, that was what happened, and that's what happened.
We'll just go back up. We've got 5 minutes. So we're going to be quick.
Jeff said hello, Aiden and Mrs. Claus.
Subject when you.
Daniel, you're right. Garden centres are good for Christmas stuff. Yeah. We like to have a look around the garden centres.
Because when I asked you where you got it from last year, I wanted to get it from all year round. My idea is for life, not just for Christmas. That choices, Leroy. Choices.
Leroy, you can get them from www.
Tacky Home Furniture.
Tacky Home.
That is only nice looking at Christmas.com. /Leroy special.
No, each to their own. If you want
a stag,
that's fine.
But we don't. You have fun with your stag head.
Yeah, you have a lot of fun. That'll be a lot of fun.
It's not tacky. It's actually really quite nice. But it's not allowed in this house.
No.
Except for Christmas. So.
Daniel, we're not letting the cat out of the bag. We've recorded it, and you're going to find out then and there. You're not going to.
What's this?
Your only member of staff is.
Oh, there you
go. Sorry, but you have to wait.
I thought the vlog had already gone live.
Julie said life got in the way, and we get it. You're doing the best. Oh, thank you, Julie. It's very kind.
Thanks, Julie.
Steph, hi, Steph. You all right? You finished people putting to bed? She's on the way back. Hi, Steph. My boyfriend.
Is it Monday or Tuesday we're chatting?
My boyfriend and I had our first fight a month
ago. I don't know. I'm shouting. I was shouting at you there, Steph, like you were in the kitchen. Is it Monday or Tuesday when we're chatting?
Tuesday. What time? I'm getting my haircut on Tuesday.
Yeah, it's fine though. It's later on. I think it is. Right. Yeah, Tuesday the 11th. Yeah, it's Tuesday that we're speaking anyways. What time's your haircut? Don't know. So, anyways, Tuesday, what time? I think it was. Did we say like 5:30 or 6 o'clock or something? Check.
3 o'clock.
Right. Well, that's fine.
Tuesday the 11th.
You get your haircut. Come back to work.
And then I'm going to cut. It'll have to be later than 5. So I'm going to cut Catherine's granddad's hair.
But you haven't put in the work diary.
Have I not? 6 o'clock. I'm doing that. I'm putting it in now.
But there's already something in. Steph, can we knock you back later in the evening? What time will you be back? 7?
Probably about that time. Yeah, I should think so.
Or we can just chat, me and Steph, and then you can join us.
Will you mind doing that, Steph? Would you mind?
Me and you can have a chat, and then Aiden will join in the second half. Sorry, everyone, for watching our actual liaison, because me and Steph's one of our patrons. So can it be later? I'll drop you a message, chick.
Yeah.
Either we can chat, or we all can chat, or we can chat and Aiden will join.
Yeah.
I'll drop you a message straight after this. I just feel as though 60 people shouldn't necessarily be having to watch us booking appointments in our diaries. So yeah.
Right, I've put it in.
Oh, good that you put it in the diary now. So there is a clash.
Thank you.
I'm in charge of the work diary, and then we put in like personal stuff in there as well now, so then nothing does clash. We try not to, anyways. But if there is a clash, it's always Aiden, because he doesn't tell us what I put in, and I do it daily. I update that diary daily.
You're an assistant.
Literally an assistant. So, anyways. I've got my boyfriend and I had our first fight a month ago, broke the seal, Broke the seal, so to speak, a lot low. Well, Jeff, as long as it...
Jeff, how long have you been with them for?
So it's, you know, if it was worth it, so that you can know each other better, then fine, you know what I mean? So, I think that's all the comments now.
Yeah.
Right, it is, we are 10 seconds away from hitting an hour, so we're going to go 8 seconds, so not that quick. It was really, really nice to have you all here. Oh, shit in hell! We have forgotten, right? Before we go, if you were at the live stream last week, right, Lane, when you watch this, right, this is for you, okay? If you were at the live stream last week, we discussed about people's screen time.
It is right, Julia. The
Belmont Business Park address. Is that right, Julia? Yeah, it is, yeah. We discussed screen time and about how much people spend on their phones on certain apps, right? So, because Lane last week was like something like crackers, like almost 18 hours of YouTube in 1 week, we thought that when we said I said it's all homework, right, to find out what your screen time was, okay? So if you haven't found out, your homework for next Sunday is to mention it in the comment section, right? So screen time, right, for me, okay, I fucking hell.
What's up? Is it really bad?
I have been on my phone, which kind of works out, okay, because of the business and what we do, 28 hours and 20 minutes this week on my phone, right? That's why I need this crack to be sorted out. It looks like a little tiny bit of bird poo on the top of my phone. Okay, can you see it? That's cracked. So anyways, it says iPhone 5, but it's not an iPhone 5, just so you know. It just comes in brackets. So it says iPhone 170, and I don't understand why. I have spent this week 9 hours on TikTok this week, which is shocking. However, 3.5 of that was on Saturday, and that's because I fell asleep on my phone on TikTok, and I woke up with like 2%, so that doesn't count. So I have spent in total 17.5 hours in this week on social media. I do it for work, so it's fine. How bad is yours, right? Aiden's. Let's have a look. I'm going to tell you Lane's. Screen time. Then we will go. Also, I sing in a vlog coming up, so make sure you stick around for that. Who's been on their phone more this week? Mine was 17 hours, sorry, on socials. Actually, no, it was 23 hours, wasn't it? So activity.
Hi, Lane.
Lane is tuning in. Well, here I am, just in time to be embarrassed. Exactly, Lane.
What was I on 4 hours?
This week. You have been on your phone. Oh, only 11 hours this week. That's good, that.
Good. I've spent the most time on
Twitter, which is 3 hours. And you've only spent 2 hours on TikTok this month.
I feel like I haven't been on TikTok
this week, sorry.
This week.
See, I fell asleep with it on. I did. So, now to embarrass Lane, and then we're going to go. Just in time, Lane. Lane said, right, it looks like I'm going to have to miss at least the first part of the live stream, but here are my time totals for this week, on my iPad, on the social media sites. YouTube, 8 hours 20, Twitter, 6 hours 15, Facebook, 3 hours, and Instagram, 2 hours 20. So in total, that would mean that is 14 and a half, 17 and a half, 18, 20 hours Lane has spent on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. That is almost, actually, that's more than me, and I literally do social media for a job, for all my clients. So well done, Lane.
Right, we're going to head off
we are.
And get ourselves ready for that.
Yes. Next week, we will go live again, Sunday, 9 p.m. GMT, same time as this is on. If you can make it, please come along. If you haven't already, Please do give this video a thumbs up, as it does really. I am sufficiently admonished. I've not heard that word. Lane, you keep using words that I don't know.
It just means embarrassed. Like it just means like
Everyone British, no one knows the word ordinary.
like embarrassed.
I didn't say ordinary. Ordinary. Means like bad temperament and stuff. Anyways, we chatted this week, me and Lynn, about that word. If you are available next Sunday, please
come along and say hello to us.
We obviously can't vlog and like say that not the usual stuff because we're using the camera. I hope you've appreciated. I hope you've liked the better quality. It's been nice for us. Although if we feel like we have been looking down a lot, it's been to read comments. Next time we should probably lift the screen up and then we'll have the comments right next to it. We'll do that next Sunday. By the end of we will be smashing this out and we'll be so much better. And we'll get a teleprompter in. We'll have a cast and crew and then we'll have hair and makeup.
10 years.
I know, never mind. It's been lovely to see you guys.
Yeah, we'll see you.
Lots of love, and there'll be a new vlog tomorrow, and we'll see you for the live stream next Sunday. In the toilet or something.
No.
Okay. Jesus Christ. You have fun with that. Goodbye, guys. You have fun with that. Bye, guys. Bye, Matt and Stephen.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.